Verb principal parts for the Latin 3 midterm. First set of verb principal parts. Yakio, yakere, yakawi, yakatum. This verb is a second conjugation verb. Its principal parts are like those of habio, haberi, habui, habitum. Like most second conjugation verbs, this verb indicates a state, the state of being lying down. You may see this verb in the phrase Hick Yakut, meaning here lies, which is often put on tombstones, as for instance, Casper's Hauser in this picture. And once again, the verb is yakio, yakeri, yakawi, yakatum. Don't confuse it with the verb for throw in Latin, yakio, yakare, yaki, yaktum, which is a third io verb. They're related but different verbs. When you throw something, it winds up lying there, kind of like a throw rug or something like that. Three important third io verbs have similar patterns in their principal parts. Yakio, yakare, yaki, yaktum. Facio, facere, faci, factum. And capio, capere, capi, captum. You can prefix these verbs with many Latin prefixes and get meaningful verbs. In the case of yakio, yakere, yaki, yaktum, there's the verb inyikio, the verb conyikio, the verb reyikio. In the case of facio, you have conficio, reficio, perficio. In the case of capio, you have concipio, recipio, decipio, and so on. Note how the vowels in the stem change. Notice how the A in yakio and yakre, facio, facre, and capio, capere weakens to an I in the verbs that are prefixed, right? And also the last, we'll just leave it like that. Con plus yakio should become con yikio. Con plus yakere should become con yikere. And that is how they are pronounced. But that's not how they're spelled. They're spelled with just an I, as if there were no Y sound. The verb is actually con yikio, con yikere, and it should be spelled with a double I, C-O-N-I-I-C-I-O, C-O-N-I-I-C-E-R-E. But they're not spelled that way. For some reason, the Romans chose to spell them with only one I, even though they're pronounced as if there were two. That happens with all prefixed forms of yakio. They are spelled with only one I, but they have a hidden Y sound in them. Because ab yakio gives us ab yikio. Re yakio gives us re yikio. De yakio gives us de yikio. In yakio gives us in yikio. Tango, tangri, tetiki, taktum is one of the verbs on the midterm verb list. It means to touch. Note the te in tetiki. That's a reduplication, which means a doubling, an ancient sign of the perfect. But when this verb is prefixed with con, meaning together, the reduplication disappears. So contingo, which means to touch together, is contingo, contingere, contigi, contactum. Notice the lack of the reduplication. There is no te in contigi. This is generally true in Latin. When a verb with a reduplication is prefixed, the reduplication disappears. Here are two similar and confusing verbs. Cado, cadere, kekiri, kasum, which means to fall, and kaido, kaire, kekiri, kaisus, which means to cut or beat. It's an idea we don't really have in English. It means to hit something with force enough to damage it, like either to break the skin of a human being or to cause a bruise, or like if you do it to a door, it's going to mean to to cause damage to the door. Note how similar the third principal parts are. Kekiri for Kado and kekiri for Kaido. It gets worse when they are prefixed. If you prefix them with ob, which intensifies their meaning, they look extremely similar. Note that the ob turns to ok before the c in Kaido or Kaido, because Latin doesn't allow BC in words. From Kaido to fall, when prefixed with ob, we get okkido, okkirere, okkiri. And that means to set, as in the sun sets. The sun is sort of falling, right? And from Kaido to beat or cut, we get okido, okidere, okidi, okisum, which means to kill, and it's probably the most common word in Latin for to kill. I also tossed in another component of Kaido, another component of Kaido, konkido, konkirere, konkiri, which means to collapse. There are two more important verbs on this list. One is loquor, loqui, locutus sum, and you should notice that it follows exactly the same pattern as sequor, sequi, secutus sum. Loquor, loqui, locutus sum means speak. Sequor, sequi, secutus sum means follow. Finally, we have the words condo and trado. This pattern of verb is frequent in Latin. Do, deri, didi, ditum. You can put almost any prefix you want on this and get a legitimate Latin word. Some, like condo, condere, condere, condidum, come from an old verb that means to put. Condo actually means to found, and so con is sort of intensifying. Condo means to really put something down, and therefore to found it. Others like trado, tradere, tradere, tradidum come from do, dari, dedi, datum, the word that means to give. Tra means across, it's a variation of trans, so trado means to give across. Trado, tradere, tradidi, traditum means to hand something over, to hand something on. That's the end. Thank you very much.